ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the graveyard, and today I have a Necromancer subclass PvP build utilizing some crazy dot potential. And with this build we're going to be using a couple of subclassing lines along with the Gravelord, which is my favorite. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Jumping into the character sheet here, we have 31,000 max health, 21,000 max stamina, and 16,000 max magic. Our spell critical is insane with this build, along with our critical damage. So with this, we are going to be doing about 60% spell crits with the Necromancer Gravelord passives, and then our critical damage gets up to that 60% as well, giving us around the 115-120% damage cap for PvP. We're using Thief Mundus, we are using Smoked Bear Haunch for our food, and then of course Imperial is the race of choice. Looking at the back bar stats here, we have 16,000 and 14,000 spell and physical resistance, and then 25,000 critical resistance before Rallying Cry. And then our recovs, looking at all of our stuff up here, in 3, 2, 1, yeah, so 2100 stand recovery, and then health and magic recovery are sitting at a juicy spot as well. And then our weapon and spell damage on the front bar is just under that 5,300, and that is before Rallying Cry. Fully buffed up, we're about 6,000 spell damage. So super strong, super aggressive. This is an in-your-face brawler type build, as you can see with our dual-wielding scythes here. And then, of course, I would like to mention that this is my Inarius roleplay build from Diablo 4. As you can see, he is dressed as a fallen angel. I don't have the right mask on, but as soon as I'm able to unlock that void black from Vatashran Hollows, then I will definitely get that on there. But super cool looking costume. I love this role-playing style. I can't take the credit for it. I did copy it from a YouTuber by the name of Grim Focus, I think is his name. Definitely check him out if you want to see some cool role-playing costumes for the Elder Scrolls Online. But this is his idea for Inarius, and I liked it a lot that I made it myself. We can also do a wardrobe video maybe sometime. You can take a look at all the things that I have for all of my role-playing stuff, such as the Bone Daddy, the Cryomancer, and then this one as well. But that's not what we're doing here. Let's jump into the the skill. So front bar we have Hurricane, Leashing Burst, Binding Javelin, Rending Slashes, Blighted Blast Bones, Crescent Sweep. Back bar Temporal Guard, Elemental Sus, Crit Surge, Race Against Time, Resolving Vigor, and Healing Soul. So Crit Surge and Rending Slashes are going to pair very nicely together. However, if you don't like the single target, by all means definitely equip the Biting Jabs. Even though it does also give you the Major Brutality and Major Sorcery, you're going to be getting the Sundered status effect from this, which is a bit more damage. It costs the same. Overall, I feel like both are appropriate, but obviously this is more of an AoE aspect skill. And then, of course, your Rending Slashes is a single target skill, but it's going to be applying very crazy pressure and the Hemorrhaging status effect. So whatever you like better, that is a total flex spot. But it's going to be doing dot burst potential all over the build, along with Blighted Blast Bones, just chunking the enemy's health and decreasing their healing. So the way that the rotation goes here, we're going to be setting up our heavy attack into an Ellie Sus, and then we are going to Javelin this Sworn Thrall here, and then you can see how everything pretty much just lines up together. So here we go, heavy attack, Blast Bones, Javelin. And that's pretty much the combo. And then you keep rotating that. Apply a little burst with your Crescent Sweep, with your Blast Bones. It's crazy damage. A lot of fun. I think the highest tooltip, at least on a test dummy, I saw was like 41,000 within like 6 or 7 seconds. I had already light attacked this prior to the start of this, but it is... Let me see if I can do it actually real quick. Now I'm curious. Yeah, this ain't gonna be it, but maybe that was with jabs. But the damage is there, as you can see. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I didn't have everything procced up right away. Your build sucks. No, I promise you, it's there. Maybe I'll post a screen grab of it But looking at the scribing skills here, Healing Soul, we have, of course, the healing over time, and the Major Vitality. And then Leashing Burst, this is going to pull enemies into you. If you don't want to use this, then you can use the Immobilization as well. I have Binding Javelin also as a CC, but when you're using Leashing Burst, I highly suggest putting on Jabs. That way you can get the AoE effect from it. If you don't like that, use Detonating Siphon, and then either Jabs or your Rending Slashes. So you want to keep at least one part of your Major Prophecy and Savagery on. So I have it on this one, and then if I switch to Leashing Burst, I don't have it scribed right anyways, but you want to have your Major Prophecy and Savagery on there. Alright, looking into the sets here, we are using Order's Wrath. This is going to give us overall sweet crit damage, along with critical chance, and then a bit of weapon and spell damage. On the back bar, of course, as you know, Rallying Cry. And then we are using Blood Spawn for the monster set for that increased stamina recovery, because we do dodge roll quite a bit, and then this is going to give us our ultimate and armor on top of it. We are using 4 medium, 2 light, 1 heavy, and then the Monomyth Reforged Mythic for our Mythic. Minor Berserk and Major Force go a long way with Order's Wrath, so when those are paired up, you have that 60% crit chance with that 115-ish, 120-ish critical damage. So the burst is pretty nasty, but you know, sometimes it is a bit hard to line it up if you don't have your buff rotation going. It is kind of a buff simulator. A lot of the timers are a bit short, but once you get it down and it's pretty much muscle memory, you jump right in with no issues. Alright guys, that is the build in a nutshell. CP, irrelevant. Like I said, just choose how you like and then apply that to your playstyle. Peace out. Stay frosty. I'll see you in the graveyard.